Welcome back, everyone. Today I'll be doing a review of my 2024 Polygon Siskiu T8 as well as taking it out on the trail. I've ridden this bike a few times and I can confidently say that I would buy it all over again. But is it perfect? Well, if you're on the market for a new bike or you're thinking about getting into mountain biking, why not consider this as one of your options? I'm not going to touch on every detail about it, but I'll touch on the main points. The bike does come with a Fox 34 rhythm fork in the front with 140 millimeters of travel, a mid travel trail fork, and it is pretty impressive what it can do. We also have in the back a Fox Flow DPS rear shock with 135 millimeters of travel, and I'm surprised of how it soaks up bumps and chunk as well. We do have a drivetrain by Shimano, the SLX 12 speed. And I truly do love the look of this bike with the purple color, which is the color that I got it with. There is internal cable routing that comes through the bike, and I can't wait to show you more and get on the road and on the trails. But before, let me talk a little bit more about the looks of this bike. In my opinion, not only does the bike need to perform well to keep you safe and enjoying your ride, but it also has to look good. So a reason I went with the Siskiu T8 was this color, the purple and black color. If you're from Texas or know anything about Houston, I feel like I could take this bike to Houston and put it with some candy painted slabs. So I love this color, and it is shape shifting depending on where you are with the sun. You can sometimes see purple, sometimes see blue, so it's a beautiful color. I'm not sure what to call this color pattern here at the bottom of the bike, but man, am I in love with this color pattern. This looks beautiful under the sun, and I still don't feel like a camera does justice on how truly beautiful this color is, but check it out, I truly enjoy it. It even looks great after a ride. In today's ride, I'll be doing a little bit of everything that your average rider or beginner rider would do. I'll be doing a little bit of downhill, nothing too steep, and a little bit of climbing up. They say that what goes up must come down, but this time I'm going down, so therefore I must go up. Also doing slightly technical stuff and just enjoying the trails and seeing how the bike, the tires perform on hugging that trail. So let's talk about descending and climbing. First of all, descending, I feel that this bike shines on descents. With its plush suspension and the stable geometry that it has, I feel that it makes me more confident than where my skill level is at. As far as climbing, the Siskiu T8 climbs surprisingly well. For a bike around 35 pounds or so, it's no mountain goat, but it does surprisingly well and it gets me up where I need to go. The tires do great. They hug the trails well. I feel that they perform well in chunk and in uneven terrains. And at one point, I may upgrade my tires, but I don't feel like I need to do that immediately. The tires that this bike comes with are perfectly functional and do very well on trails. See what happens. Picked it up like a champ. So is this bike perfect? Well, just like everything else, it does come with its pros and it also has some cons. But overall, it's a great bike. It is affordable for the specs that you get. It has great suspension and geometry that make trail riding fun. It comes with great performance for both beginners and experienced riders. One of the things that this bike comes with is a dropper post. Now this brings one of the cons that I have with this bike, and that's the drop post lever. This is a terrible lever, and it's either going to break my thumb of how hard it is, or it's going to make my thumb the strongest part of my body. But this will be an upgrade that I'll be doing here shortly. And I did have a minor issue, I guess you could say, at the beginning during my first ride. I had a weird noise in the front of my bike for about the first 20 minutes. I don't know if the bike needed to settle or why I had that noise, but it hasn't been an issue since then. Overall, I love this bike. Look at this. There's deer right there, trees looking like fall. You can't beat this. You need to hop on a bike when the weather allows it, depending on where you live. Just get on a trail, man. Get yourself a bike. Bikes are cheaper than ever, cheaper than they've been in a while, so get out there, man. It's a great investment, not only on your health, your emotional health, but man, it's great.